You know, you're a very good boy when you want something. Oh, shoot. Sorry, bud. Stuck. There you go. Just out with the dog today, as you can see. Just come over here to the cemetery. Let him do some running. These are the things we got to do, just keep ourselves sane. We try to stay off the internet, doing all those little acts of dopamine hits that we can't stay on that too long, as I say. It just does nothing but bad for you. He's going to be up here at this bush probably pooping. But we're just out playing today, getting him out of the camper, let him run around. He likes to come up here. He's a pretty good dog. He won't pee on any of the headstones or anything. He just wants to run. What you doing, buddy? Come up here and get his ball. And looks like they're making a new grave site for somebody, unfortunately. Hi, bud. He's gonna loop back around here. Are you ready? Oh. All right, good job, bud. I usually play on this strip here. Let's say they closed off this back gate, so we have to walk all the way around to this side from the street, coming in over there. We used to just come in the back gate there where those cream-colored fences meets that green, but they aren't going to open that anymore, so we have to walk around now. That's all right. Oldest doesn't mind. He enjoys his time out of the camper, which is fair. It's not a very big camper, and it's kind of cooped up. I'll get up here and get to where we're playing, and let him poop. I'm going to get that on camera, and I'll come back. Now, Otis here, as you can tell, was a herding dog. He likes to circle. Ready? He does that circle real well, but he only goes right. He doesn't ever go left. I couldn't really get him trained too much to stop circling. He liked to circle. I couldn't get him to drive him any which way, but you know, he's got it in his blood. You can see he naturally circles. He'll do that until I pick up the ball. Good job, bud. But yeah, I figured just come out. Still don't really have any specific topics I can think of to talk about that I've made a script for. Just bringing the dog out, I get a bit of a peace of mind, as it were. Got this freeway, as you can see there. It's where we walked underneath that the other day. That's where all that graffiti and stuff was. Probably can't hear it since I edit the sound out as much as I can. Well, just on my phone does it. Here's this dog. See, he'll just circle me until I pick up this ball. All right, bud. There you go. So yeah, I figured just come about, finding peace of mind for things, of something simple to do. Even it ain't got to be a great, hobby, as I say, to take your mind off of things. It's important that if you just dwell on all the things that bring you down or complain about the things that make you mad, all that's going to do is make you more mad. So you got to take that time to just, it's like the dog here, just rolling in the dirt. I hope it's no pee or poop there, but there's probably at least some other dog pee there. Hey, dogs are simple. Take me outside, let me roll in the grass. I'm a happy boy. What are you doing, dork? He's gonna circle me again. I better throw the ball for him. If you do something simple, like you got a dog, take it out for a walk. Just worry about your dog. Take your mind off of things for a bit. If you dwell on the negative too much, at least I find life makes you a bit negative of a person. So, simple things. Hobbies are good. A lot of my hobbies I can't do. Like I like woodworking and forging and things, but I can't do those right now where I'm at. But I still got photography I can do and digital art, and of course the dog. Bud. I wanna see if I get this. Oh, there he is. Helicopter there. I actually came here to learn to do that, to fly helicopters, but I'm delayed. So I gotta get a eval done, apparently. And they're pretty expensive to do, the FFA or FAA psych evals. They start around $2,000 or so, but I can get one through the VA. It's just apparently takes them a long time to get it scheduled. And so I missed this last class that was starting. I have to wait till the fall semester now, which I missed the fall semester because they took so long to report back to me. I missed last fall semester. That was the FFA. They took so long to get their paperwork back to me. Hey, we need this stuff that I missed last semester. And I turned in everything they asked for. And then they're like, oh yeah, we also need a psych eval done. I'm like, oh, well, now you tell me that was like a month before my class started. So it's like, oh, well, thanks for reminding me of that now. Like, so now I gotta wait for that to get good. Hopefully I can get in the next. If not, I may just say screw it and just go to Thailand or Vietnam is where I want to go. I'll probably bounce between the two, Thailand and Vietnam, because I have to redo my visa stay every 3 months. So I have to go to the Philippines to redo my visa. And I usually have a checkup about every 3 months, like dental and things I can do for the VA anyway. And there's a VA there in the Philippines, so I can do my stuff there. So I might just bounce between the two countries for a while. Probably go to Japan or something. Because I don't know about Thailand, but at least Vietnam, your visa pass you can get there. Once you leave the country, you can't come back. You have to redo it. So I'm not sure how Thailand's is. All right, go get a buff. But yeah, enough about me. Going back on to finding the things you need to do to distract yourself from the things that are bringing you down. Even if it's as simple as taking a walk. I say meditation is good. You don't have to sit all cross-legged and do little chants. You can go on a walk and just focus on your breathing. Focus like on the sounds, like sounds of the cars at the distance. Then focus on the sounds of, they got these birds right here. Focus between the two. Focus on the temperatures. Focus on things that's not the running thoughts in your mind, basically. It's all about just taking your mind off the things that are bringing you down. Rolling in the dirt again, huh, bud? All right. Anyway, back to what we're discussing here. I want to know what you do. Like, what's something simple you do? Is it, is it walk? Is it going out in your shed, working on something, tearing something apart, maybe? Something old, broken, you're curious how it works. I had a friend that she liked to do that. She did electronics and things, and something wasn't working. It's like, oh, well, I don't really know how to fix it, but maybe I can learn and like to tear it apart, just see how it worked at least. Things like that are fun. I find educational things, at least for me, are beneficial because I can take my mind off the things that are bothering me. I can also at least maybe learn something. Hopefully. Sometimes I'm not too good at it. Sometimes it was one of my frustrating points because when I was a kid, like if I didn't get something right, I'd get beaten. And when I'd make mistakes, I'd get beaten. So it's one of the things that I still have a frustration with because just that, I guess, kind of ingrained into me. All right, there's a guy coming. Hopefully the dog doesn't bark. He likes to chase. Don't chase that guy, okay? Come here, up, get the ball. All right, he's gonna guard his ball. But I'll put the camera down here for a second to make sure he doesn't bother this guy, and I'll go back to it. Okay, so that guy's gone now. The dog is circling me, waiting for me to. Yeah. He likes to chase. He will do this all day. Like, come on, bud, come back. He's a pretty fun little dog. Wish I could have gotten him trained as a herding dog, but never really got a farm anyway, so. He does like to chase sheep. I got a buddy who's got sheep, or his sister's got sheep. He goes over there, he herds them and puts them in the pen. It's kind of a natural thing for him. He's just like, I don't know what to do after that. All right, bud. The ball. All right, you want me to throw it? There you go. Go get it. But as I was saying before, the frustration I had as a child kind of still lingers me. It makes it hard for me to try and go over things because I make mistakes. I still have that tendency to freak out a little bit just because I'd always get punished for it so much that it's still kind of ingrained in me. Those are things I work on that in my off time. I'm not trying to do anything else that I need to do. So we come out here, come and play, just because this is somewhere close. I can get out to play, get back, get working on the things I need to do. But I want to know what it is you do. Curious, no one really talks much. Get a few comments every once in a while, but I'm curious what other people do, what they find useful. Always enjoyed hearing what other hobbies and things people have and things they find that works. I find I'm a fairly intellectual individual that I can put things together. So if someone tell me about a time they figured out how to work around something, and I can remember that, and a scenario comes up that I can, okay, they did something like this, and I know I've done something like this, so maybe I can mix the two together and come up with something that works. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't really work, but then I get to learn from that. I don't know. I just enjoy learning about other people, I guess. Perhaps I should have found a other career path than being in the army for most of my life. That definitely didn't help with my PTSD because I had that since I was a child. Oh, 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 you missed it. So, yeah, it's probably definitely the wrong career choice for me, but there's a lot into it why I kind of felt forced going into that. But I won't get in that here. But what I find is useful is to also go over the things that do give you problems and try and look at doing those anyway. Because if things frustrate you, the only way you can really get over them frustrating you, for at least me, is to do those things. Get it to where they're not frustrating for you. Like baking. I used to hate baking because I could cook steaks, I could do all that, I could season things real well, but baking, is kind of more of a science than any other cooking because it's like, if I over or burnt the sides of a steak a little bit, well, then it's not burnt, right? It's just charred, right? Which is all charring is intentional burning. So I'm pretty sure that's how that came about, at least in my mind, is they accidentally burned the outside of the steak. It's charred. Hey, come here. Don't go on the road. But baking is like a science. Like, all right, I had to learn that sugar is a liquid. It counts as a liquid. And things like that. And also that I had to make a pancake. Well, it was a German pancake. It's the ones that they put in like the pan and the sides raise up. And my mother used to keep all of her stuff in jars. I grabbed the jar of salt instead of the jar of sugar because they're right next to each other for some reason. And this white powdery stuff, I was like 8 years old. Like, yeah, sure. Looks like sugar. Well, tastes pretty bad. So, and then of course I got in trouble for that. All that. So, also the baking thing kind of made me more of a fear of, because I say my mother wasn't a very nice lady. But so baking always kind of been a problem for me. But I'd gotten into baking more, and I do find it more enjoyable that I gotta remember this. Okay, so I can do this. Like, except for brownies. Whenever I make my brownies, for some reason, I always put the brownies in the oven and then realize I forgot the eggs. I don't know why. Every time I forget the eggs, which, is kind of a key ingredient, But no, I'm curious. What is it that you do though? I want people to tell me of things they do for getting their minds off things that frustrate them. Like, it can be something strange, even like math. I know is a lot of people saying that frustrates them because math is kind of frustrating. But simple things I'm curious about. Like, I don't know. Some people don't like sharing. I don't think. It don't bother me. If you really want it, I'd let you read my journal. I don't care. Only thing in there are thoughts, and those thoughts are same things I tell you. It sometimes gets me in trouble because being in the military, we don't really hold things back. We'll just tell you exactly what we think. And that does cause some problems for some people because some people, are very egotistical and they think you can't say certain things to them. Like, especially, I get in trouble a lot with cops because, they do their little thing. They're trying to do their little Snoopy thing. They want to come around and figure out what you're doing, try and get involved. Like, hey, you guys aren't needed. Like, I'm good. Like, well, we're just, checking to see what you're doing. Like, well, I don't need you. I'll call them like a dipshit or something. Then of course they get all offended. Like, what do you mean? Like, what? Then they want to check your ID and do all that. I'm like, yeah, I don't have to. And it's the biggest threats to cops isn't criminals. It's civilians who know their rights. They like that people staying dumb and not knowing just do what we say, don't ask questions, which I have a problem with because again, that's a lot of how my mother was too. So I was like, no. Say I'm not going to do anything I don't need to do. It's like I don't care who you are. Like the little badge doesn't intimidate me. So I'll get in arguments with a lot of people for things. I find that could be bad, but also I don't think people should be so sensitive as hey, leave me alone. And then it's, well, what is your problem? It's like, well, I just don't want to be bothered. It's like, what is your problem that you think you have to come bother me? I say, I don't want to be bothered. How hard is it to just leave me alone? Like some people just want to be left alone. And that's how I was for most of my life. I just couldn't stand people and all their nonsense. That I just wanted to be left alone. I don't know. Then we better take the dog out here and make sure he goes to the bathroom. Number 2, he hasn't done that yet. I don't want to get that on camera, so I'll be back. All right, he's done his deed. And he's bringing the ball back now. Hi, bud. Yeah. He's going to guard this. I want to play with it, but I don't want you to touch it. Yeah. Sounds like a typical dog. I'm near Boise in Idaho here. This place is busy with traffic, which is bad because I'm a light sleeper, so that's kind of a bad spot for me to pick. I just called around. I didn't even check where I was at. Didn't think. So that kind of keeps me up at night, but I've actually been getting bad sleep. I got a watch that tracks my sleep, and I haven't been sleeping well. That's probably why I'm just feeling off lately. Sundays are pretty nice. Saturdays, really. Saturday into Sunday, because most businesses are closed on Sundays around here, and so there's not so much traffic at night. We're going to get ready to leave here. I was just kind of like to put a challenge type thing for anyone watching, that to find, something that bothers you, something that frustrates you to do. Not, anything necessarily bad, I don't like dealing with my mother-in-law, type thing of, because she is just really rude. I mean, that would be a thing to do. Try and work out some kind of peace with your mother-in-law or whatever. But, particularly I know sometimes, especially with my mother, I know how she would be towards anyone I was married to. She's a very controlling individual, and just narcissistic and really hard to deal with. So don't put yourself in a situation like that. But hey, I hate trying to learn how to frame something, or I hate learning how to cook. Do something simple. Don't do a real big, extravagant thing, but learn how to make pancakes or something simple. Then once you learn how to make pancakes, Okay, learn how to make bread, because bread's actually pretty easy once you figure it out. Like, sometimes they have bread that you don't need to knead. It's called no knead bread. Like, start out small, build up to it. But if you want, put stuff down in the comments and say, I'll I'll see what you're doing. If it happens to be something I know about, maybe I can give you some advice. Of course, there's plenty of things on YouTube you can also look up. I say out of all the social media, I think YouTube is, I guess, would count as social media. It's probably the only one that's worth a damn that came out of anything. Like Facebook and all that, it's just a mess. I used to like Reddit, but like even the little subs on there that I enjoyed have all turned political now. That, like, the pics on there that used to go on and see pictures of people's dogs or cats or places they went or cool things. It's all they talk about is, they put up a picture of like some meme of whatever political issue, and all they do is complain about political stuff. It's like, it's like stuff like that. I got off of everything because I say, like, that's one of the things that frustrate me that I wouldn't do, because all that does is bring you down. So we're gonna leave here. I'm gonna throw this ball for him one more time, and hopefully I'll get some engagement to see what you guys do, because I am curious about other people's simple things that even frustrate them, or things that bring them calm, happiness. But let me know. All right. That's what I'm talking about. He likes to check, make sure I'm coming. I'm coming, bud. Go ahead. Done? I'll carry it.